Morning, my brothers and sisters. Welcome to season 30 and episode number 1. We're going to start in Psalm 23 today. We're going to do some selected Psalms over the next couple of podcasts. And I thought, hey, let's start with the most famous Psalm, Psalm 23. You've probably heard it. It's familiar. It's comforting. It's realistic. It's only 6 verses long. It's written by the chief knucklehead of the entire Old Testament, that is David. And I'd say that not to disrespect him in any way. It's actually one of his features. It allows us to associate with him. But, he was a murderer and a luster, and he was passionate and feeler. He was a good repenter. He was a singer, poet, dancer, leader, killer, hunter. In other words, he was human, very human. So he's in the psalm. And then the surprise to me, and watch for this, is somebody else is invited to this psalm as well, and that is enemies and death and fatigue. So I want to ask 2 questions as we read Psalm 23 for the first time. Just 2 big things. What is the Lord doing in Psalm 23? And then, what are humans doing? What is David doing in Psalm 23? So we're just going to start with that today. That'll be plenty, trust me. Psalm 23, verse 1. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. All right, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. So he's, number 1, he's being Lord, which is Lord, capital letters Lord, which means it refers to a passage from the Old Testament about he is the great I am, the eternal I am. He captures this to be verb before, during, and after. And so he sets up this great contrast. So we have this eternal being, pre-existing, forever existing, all-powerful, all-knowing, beyond time God. And he's somehow in relationship with this worm, David. And isn't this one of the great mysteries of the world? What is God doing in relationship with knuckleheads? So we find David in a relationship, in fellowship, and he's in communication in this set of parameters and kind of in worship and appreciation throughout the psalm. So what is David doing in relationship with God? Now, I understand David's attraction. Who wouldn't want to be associated with this fabulous God? My kind of question is, what is God doing in relationship with David? I understand this a little bit less. But nevertheless, we find David and God in a relationship. And the Lord is David's Lord. It's personal, active, real, and it's ongoing. It's meeting him. There's active protection going on. All right, so let's talk about my 2 big questions today. Number 1, what is the Lord doing? Well, he's being ascendant. He is Lord. He's being a shepherd. The Lord is my shepherd. So he's doing some guiding and correcting and all the other things that a shepherd does. He's providing of needs. The psalm says, I shall not want. I shall not be in want. He's making and providing green pastures. Verse 2, he makes me lie down in green pastures. He's leading beside still waters. He leads me beside these waters. And then soul restoration. Now, who can do this work? He restores my soul. Who can do that besides God? People can help, and worship can help, and church can help. A bunch of things can help, but it is solely, ultimately, an activity of God. He's leading in the direction of righteousness in honor of his name. And then I love this. He carries a big stick. He's got this staff and a rod, tools at the ready, weapons at the ready. Now, some of them are just for prodding and showing direction and that sort of thing. But make no mistake, they're also for whooping on attackers and enemies. So how big is the rod and staff of the Lord? The answer is big enough. And yet there are tensions. This surprised me as I was reading it this morning. So he's giving this beautiful psalm in perspective of the reality of difficulty. He's facing a scary situation, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. And then he proclaims his presence. For you are with me. Remember, the title of this podcast series is Be With Me. And yet here it is. Again, we saw it in Deuteronomy a couple of weeks ago. We've seen it all the way through the New Testament. And here it is again. Be with me. I will fear no evil, for you are with me. And then the surprising thing is he doesn't take away all the enemies, all the difficulties. The Lord prepares a table when? In the presence of my enemies. Whose enemies? My enemies. Wait a minute. I signed up for enemies? Is the Lord's rod and staff big enough for smiting all the enemies? The answer is yes, but does he? So, could the Lord fix every need, every poverty, every sickness, every cancer, every malaligned relationship? Yes, but he doesn't. Why not? Well, he's building a kingdom of the willing, not of the conquered. And the Lord is allowing enemies, for now at least, to get close enough to see this table, for witnessing, perhaps. So they watch what is happening. You prepare a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. So why are the enemies there? Well, perhaps it's to benefit them too, to win them. Christianity certainly is about winning enemies. So the Lord's anointing this knucklehead's head with oil, overflowing his cup, and he's chasing and pursuing David with goodness and mercy and faithfulness for all the days of his life. He's making him a home, a place for David. I've made a place for you to dwell. We don't even have time to get to what David does, but let's stand before this great psalm. Stand before its beauty, stand before its reality, and see what the Lord does. Shepherd, meet needs, protect, comfort, overflow, and make us a home. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow. We'll finish up some more of Psalm 23.